Banyuwangi is a city located in the province of East Java. On the eastern coast, as with other cities in the archipelago, Banyuwangi also has an existing story which tells the origin of its name. A long time ago, on the east coast of Java Island, there was a kingdom of peace, prosperity, and people living in happiness.
This prosperous was kingdom led by a fair and wise king named King Bantera. Sometimes King Bantera would go to hunting in the forest. On one hunting trip, King Bantera saw a deer who was drinking from the river and shot at him from horseback. But unfortunately, the arrow missed and stuck in a tree trunk.
The deer was shocked and ran into the last trees. The scared deer kept running to save itself from King Bantera. Finally, the deer hid in a dense thicket in a riverside near a waterfall. King Bantera rode to the edge of the river to chase after the deer. While holding his bow and arrow, King Bantera watched over the surrounding to search the escaping deer.
Your Majesty, what are you doing here? Your Majesty, forgive me if interdicted you, Your Majesty.
King Bantera finally found the origin of the voice that called him. He came down from his horse and approached the woman.
Who are you? The guardian of this forest?
My name is Surati, Your Majesty. I'm the daughter of the King of Klungkung. I'm here because I'm escaping for our enemies. My father died in the war to defend the kingdom. Bantara became sorry after he heard what happened to Surati, and then he brought her to the palace.
After being married for quite a long time, King Bantera still could not give up his hobby of hunting. Not long after King Bantera married Surati, one day King Bantera said goodbye to Surati to go hunting. King Bantera set out to hunt escorted by several horsemen.
However, without them realizing it, a pair of eyes watched over the palace. A man dressed in rags walked into the palace. He jumped over the palace wall and slipped inside.
Surati.
Hurupaksa, what are you doing here?
The man infiltrated to the palace turned out to be Surati's brother, Rupaksa.
Surati, you need to know that your husband, King Bantara, killed our father. You have to help me get revenge for our late father.
Surati was very surprised, but she didn't believe her brother.
No, brother, King Bantera saved me in the forest. I'm indebted to him.
Rupaksa was very angry with Surati's answer.
Bring this headband as souvenir and keep it under your bed.
Surati received headband from her brother without saying a word and watched her brother leave. King Bantara, who was hunting in the forest, didn't know about the incidents in the palace. In the middle of riding, Rupaksa came upon the King Bantara and stopped him.
Who are you? How dare you intercept me in the middle of the road like this? Forgive me, Your Majesty. I only want to tell you that your wife planned to murder you, Your Majesty. How dare you say that about my wife? Where is the proof? Just look under your bed, Your Majesty. There must be headband belonging to the man whom your wife paid to kill you. That's proof your wife had planned your murder with her messenger.
King immediately returned to the palace.
So, it's true what the man said in the forest. My wife has conspired to kill me.
No. I never intended to kill you, Your Majesty. The person that you met in the forest was my brother Rupaksa.
I don't believe your word. I saved you in the forest, and this is what you give me in return?
Surati was devastated. She ran to the edge of a deep waterfall.
Your Majesty, I never intended to do you harm. I will throw myself in the river down there. If the water smells good, that means I'm innocent. But if it smells terrible, that means I'm guilty.
Surati jumped into the waterfall. King Bantara tried to stop her, but it's too late.
He looked over the edge of the waterfall from which Surati had thrown herself. King Bantera continued to look into the ravine when suddenly a very fragrant smell appeared.
I'm sorry, my love. Why did I trust the stranger over my own wife?
Since the term Banyuwangi has been the name for the area. In Javanese, Banyuwangi means water and Wangi means fragrant. Banyuwangi refers to fragrant water that refills Surati in ocean.